Okay, good morning, everyone. Madam Eunice, good morning. How are you doing? Happy New Week to each and every one of us. Okay, so not wasting much of our time, let's get the meeting started. You're all welcome to today's super cell meeting. Okay, so let's recite our positive self-affirmation for a maximum impact 2021. Sorry, 2022. So if you know your background is not noisy, kindly unmute yourself while we recite. Positive self-affirmation for a maximum impact 2022. Number one, I have a heart
of gold, a heart that cares for the success of other people. I am thankful and grateful now
that I build
leaders in my business daily.
Number three,
I am thankful and grateful now that I am an LOM multinational rock star in Aridia project.
Number four,
I am thankful and grateful now that my team is expanding daily.
Number five,
I am thankful and grateful now that I achieve my income goals for the month.
Number six, I am
thankful and grateful now that I earn more than ever expected in my DTC account.
Number seven, I'm becoming a great leader that drives change. Again, I'm becoming a great leader that drives change. Again, I'm becoming a great
leader that drives change.
God on my side, I am unstoppable.
God on my side, I am unstoppable.
Wow. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. Good morning once again, and happy new week to each and every one of us. So today we are going to be discussing on follow-up. So please let's go to our various WhatsApp group and inform everybody to get connected. Trust me, nobody wants to miss out on today's section. Okay, let's go to our various WhatsApp group and inform everybody to get connected. Today we'll be discussing about follow-up. Okay, so let's talk about follow-up. What is follow-up? Follow-up is your ability to be in constant communication with prospects without getting them to be offended. Your ability to be in constant communication with prospects who have attended your live business orientation, or either online or offline, or have watched the business presentation video. Your ability to be in communication with them without them ever losing excitement hearing from you. That's follow-up. So how do we follow up? We already know that our basics of follow-up is you create a broadcast list and put all those that have attended the business presentation or seen the business video to the end there, and they are yet to make payments. Now, this group of people, you keep inviting them for business presentation, exposure to exposure. And at the same time, you keep exciting them with all the news, all the information that is happening in the organization. For example, the 20 in 30 days challenge. We all are supposed to have sent that video to that banner to them. Anybody's achievements, you send it to them. Then once in a week, when we release a follow-up material or write-up, or even people's earning, you send to them. All the motivational and inspirational write-up you are receiving or pictures, you send it to them. Is your way of giving them value, not every day always talking to them about joining the business. Some days, Mondays, you can check up on them, know how they are doing, how is family, hope they are doing well. Those that told you they were not feeling fine, ask them how are they feeling. Those that told you they lost someone, ask them how are they holding up. Then Tuesday, you may decide to invite them to watching a video. Wednesday, it may be your way of giving them value, inspiring or motivational things. Thursday, okay, you invite them for business presentation on Saturday. So you must always learn how to keep your pipeline full. So what is follow up? It is every conversation or interaction you have with a prospect who have been exposed to the business towards getting them to make a joining decision. So follow up is also a process of education. Follow up is a process of making your prospect understand better, educating your prospects on why our business is the best for them. So what does follow up mean? The fortune, I always tell people, is seen in the follow up. The fortune in this business, when a presentation is carried out, 10% of people say yes, 90% say yes after the 8th and the 12th follow up. So the fortune of our business is seen in follow up. I've shared with us stories where I followed up someone 6 months and they said yes. 1 year they said yes. 2 years they said yes. 4 years they said yes. So follow up is done after showing people the business and they are yet to make payments. Your follow up must be done within 24 to 48 hours after presentation. So once people are done attending your presentation, you send them a thank you message. You call them to thank them and ask them, hope you got great value for your time. Now, the scripts by which we use in doing all that, I'll be giving it to us very, very soon. Okay, but we already have some scripts already working for us. Now, after that, you call them the next day, follow up on them. Follow up. If you don't follow up within 24 to 48 hours after presentation, you miss and lose out on that prospect. If you don't follow through, they forget what you showed them. Within 48 hours, your prospect would have spoken to the whole world, asking for their opinion. He accumulates a lot of negative thoughts. And this way it strikes when, and this is why you need to strike when the iron is hot. You need to strike when the iron is hot. And that is why your follow-up must be within 24 to 48 hours. Now, let's talk about follow-up facts. 90% of prospect needs to be followed up before they sign up. Immediately the presentation ends, start following them up, and your follow-up starts with you saying thank you, appreciating them for their time, asking them, hope you got a lot of value. Now, however, for better results, you can follow up before the meeting starts. You can even start your follow-up before they attend the meeting, calling them on phone 30 minutes before the meeting, getting them excited as to what they are going to look forward to seeing. If you don't follow up on time, you stand the risk of losing your prospects to someone else who will do a better job at following up. Every prospect has 3 potentials upline. So don't think that you are not following up. Don't think that when you're not following up someone else won't. And that is why you see someone, you prospected a person today, tomorrow the person joined this business through someone else. Why? Because someone else is following up on them. See, ladies and gentlemen, the new currency is attention. You must make sure that your attention, that you keep getting the attention of your prospect. You must make sure that your noise is the loudest, that they keep hearing day in, day out. So follow up is very important. Now, following up before presentation. During the section, our senior consultants, now this is what you can say when you want to follow up people during presentation. If I were you guys, ladies and gentlemen, screenshot this. Now, how do you follow up before presentation? This is what you say. You tell your prospects when you call them on phone, hello dear, how are you doing? Hope you are set for the meeting. You are a VIP guest for our business presentation where our masterminds will be meeting with you. Now, I need you to know that during this section, our senior consultants may be selecting a few people they will mentor personally. I hope you are being selected. This is a way of following up your prospect. Say this to your prospects before the meeting gets started. Now, what series of activities constitute follow-up? Let's talk about it. Following through a sequence of activities you engaged in to ensure that your prospects meet you so as to take them through another exposure. Now, what does it mean? You must ensure that when people attend presentation the first time, they don't get started. Make sure you keep inviting them for other business presentation. This will help, this exposure after exposure, business presentation exposure, one after the other, will help them have a clear understanding of what the business is all about. So some of you, once people attend the first day and they didn't get started, you abandon them. Trust me, someone else will follow up on them and they'll join the same business. Why? Because that person was giving them serious attention. So when people connect to this business meeting and they don't sign up immediately, the fortune is seen in the follow-up. Ensure you keep inviting them every blessed day for business meeting. Whenever we're having business meeting, once a new video is out, send it to them. have told us there are 7 days in a week. You can say every day, Mondays is your way of checking up on them, knowing how they are doing. Those that told you that they were not feeling fine, they traveled or stuff like that, check up on them. Don't say anything about the business. Day 2 could be when you are sending them video presentation to watch. Day 3 could be when you are inspiring or motivating them. Day 4 could be when you're sharing them excitement of what the products did, testimonies, people's achievements, what the products did, success stories, any events we are having. Day 7 will like, okay, how this thing we told you about, how far? Let's get you started. Get to know their area of concern. This 7 could be, okay, come attend the presentation again so that you have a clear understanding and you can ask your question. So I've given us the first script on how to do what, on how to follow up people before the presentation. So you can invite them for a question and answer section. Put them in a 3-way call. This is another way to follow up. Invite them for a question and answer section with your mentors or your upline. Or you put them in a 3-way call where your leaders can do a pep talk to them. Tell them that your leaders have put finishing touches in the business plan, tailored specifically for them. So invite them to see your leaders. You can invite them, book an appointment for them to see your leaders at the office. You can also send them a breakdown of the business on WhatsApp. You can do a breakdown, request for the slide, then you can do a breakdown of the business for them on WhatsApp using the slide one after the other. You can also send them short videos of success stories. We have a lot of success stories in network marketing. You can send it to them. You can also send to them the rise of the entrepreneur video. You can send them alerts of your offline if you have any. Like the other day, I sent alerts. How many of you sent the alerts to people? All you need to do is to find a creative way to take them from one exposure to another till they make a decision to join. Now, plug them into your prospecting funnel using your daily journals. Then jot down every conversation in summary so that every conversation you have with them in summary will help you launch into the next conversation better. Now, when you have exposed your prospect to presentation, your follow-up and closing begins immediately. Did you hear that? When you have exposed your prospects to presentation, immediately they attend presentation, your follow-up and your closing begins immediately. The line between both of them is very thin. The line at which your prospect gets started immediately after presentation is very thin. And that is why you need to work hard, distinguish both of them. Now, in following up, you must find a creative way of taking the prospect from one exposure to the next. You will then attempt to close at the end of every exposure. Anytime they attend presentation, attempt to close in on them. And that's why this week, tomorrow, we'll be doing social media training by God's grace. After that, I'll start our presentation skill training. Okay, so remember the SW principle. Some will join you in this business, some will not join you. So what? So what about it? Someone else is waiting somewhere for you. So move to the next person. Every no you obtain brings you closer to a yes. So don't kill yourself for one prospect. Don't sabotage yourself for one prospect. Move to what? Move to the next person. So some of you will be asking, when do you stop following up? Ladies and gentlemen, you don't stop following up. Following up is a lifestyle. It's what you do forever and ever. The only time you can stop following up is either when you die, or when your prospect dies, or when your prospect joins. Outside these 3, you don't stop following up. I've told you guys a case. I have about 8 broadcast lists. I keep following up for the past 4 years. Till today, I keep following them up. Okay? So things to say when you are following up. Immediately the presentation is over, call and say, hello, Nkechi. This presentation was awesome, right? Now, always make phone calls. See, that phone call must be made. If you don't shy away from that conversation, the reason why some of us end up making mistakes is because you tend not to do this thing. You tend not to, what do they call it? Make the phone call. Immediately after presentation, call them immediately. Hello, sir, how was the presentation? Hope it was awesome. We have been getting a couple of payments from the presentation just as you attended now. I'm calling to know if yours was among them. Screenshot this. This is another thing. Ladies and gentlemen, screenshot this page. This is another thing you can say immediately after follow-up. Hello, Mr. Abraham. Thank you so much for your time. Hope you receive so much value for your time. They'll say yes. You now say, okay, Mr. Abraham, awesome. This presentation was awesome, right? You say yes. You now tell him, we have been receiving a couple of payments from the presentation since it just ended. Hope your payment is among them, then allow them to speak. Then when they speak, if the prospects say they have paid, then ask them to send you the payment details and forward it to your leaders. Now, if they say they've not paid, that they are not among those that have paid, say to them, wow, what happened? Why did you not secure your mastermind slot? Most likely they will give you an excuse or an objection. So these are some of the common excuses and objections they give and how you yourself can tackle them. Now, handling specific objection. Number one, when some people tell you, I don't have the money. Now, when people tell you, I don't have the money, this is what you say to them. This is the most, so ladies and gentlemen, please screenshot this. You tell them, this is one of the most common objection. Now, when people tell you, I don't have money, this is one of the most common objections we receive in our business. But it's important to note that it isn't 100% valid. When people tell you they don't have money, is either it's a way of them running away from you for you to let them be, or sometimes it could be genuine. So most of the times it's due to other objection. How do I convince people? That's what some people will say. So let's talk about I don't have money. When people tell you they don't have money, for example, your prospect name is Peter. Peter comes out and say, hey, I don't have money. Then you, on the other hand, this is what you say. Peter, do you really want to do this business? Or is saying you don't have money just a polite way of saying you are not interested? This should be your conversation. So screenshot this page. Then most likely, once you say this, be bold and confident. Peter will like, most likely the prospect will like reaffirm, no, I did not say I don't want to do the business. I really want to do it. Then you as the partner, you now use the feel, felt, found method. Now, feel, felt, found method is where you tell them how you feel, tell them you understand how they feel, tell them you felt like that before, and this is what you found out in the process. So this is what you say to Peter. Peter, I know how you feel. I felt the same way when I saw the business because I didn't have the money to register when I first saw the presentation, but I found a way because I tried, because I was tired of being broke and I knew that this business would solve my no money problem. This is what you say to Peter. Then the next thing is what you tell Peter what you did to find a way. Someone like me, I had to borrow money from my parents, of which I paid back. So you can tell them what you did to find a way. After that, tell him if he finds a way to raise the money, you work with him to succeed. Now, when people tell you they don't have the money, you can also tell a story. Tell a story of someone who did not. Now, don't lie about your own story. If that was your story, good and fine. If it's not your story, you can use the story of someone in the organization. Tell a story of someone who did not have the money. So you can say, Peter, I know how you feel. You remind me of my mentor, Ambassador Augusta. When she saw this business, she was broke and did not have the money to register. She had to borrow the money because she knew that things are not going to change until she did something about it. And now she is one of the highest earner in the company. She even bought 2 cars, one for her dad, one for her mom. Peter, would you like her story to change? Would you like your story to be changed just like hers did? So screenshots this is another way to tackle the I don't have money objection. Now, once Peter say, yes, I would like my story to change just like hers did, then you now say, then let's discuss option on how you can raise the money to start your own financial confidence journey. So they can decide to use our grants later. They can decide to go borrow money from their friends or something. You can decide to help them sell products so that they can raise the money, whichever way. So give them practical solutions like other people's money. They can use other people's money to get started, sell off the products and pay back and focus on the business. Or they can use the grants later where they look for 16 people that love them so much. They give it to people to help sow seed in their life for them to start a business. Now, you can also tell them, Robert Kiyosaki discussed in his book, in one of his books about other people's money. This is the concept that rich people use to raise funds. You can divide the money and borrow from various people or use a grant later to raise an appeal. So if you have 4 people who can give you 15K, that is 60,000. You can add your own 20,000 and you're good to go. Yes, our to get started is 77,990 or 49,990. So you can get 4 persons to give you 15K, or you can get 6 or 7 persons to give you 10K. You can now add your own and get started with this business. Now, another way to approach I don't have the money objection is what? You say, Peter, can I be real with you? where you are today, your lifestyle, your bank balance, everything is that the result? Everything is as a result. Where you are right now today, your lifestyle, your bank balance, everything is as a result of the decision you took some years ago. And where you will be in the next few years is as a result of the decision you will take today about this business. So this is another approach to tackle people that say they don't have money. Now, Peter, I advise you to make the right choice, which will be beneficial, which will benefit you from joining this business right now. So screenshot this. This is another way to do what? Tackle the objection of what? I don't have money. Now, some people will tell you, how do I convince people? I don't know how to convince people. This is what you say. Use the feel, felt, found method. I know how you feel, Amara. I felt same way when I joined because I don't know how to convince people. But I realized that with this team, they have a system that takes away the convincing from you. And I plugged in and it has been the best decision ever. Now, use the story method. You can tell them, you reminded me of someone, one of our highest earner, Ambassador Augusta. When she joined, she was very shy and scared that the business won't work. But thanks to our system, she is extremely successful today in the business. Now, you can also use a different approach. When people tell you they can't convince people, you tell them, Mr. Tunde, how did I invite you to this meeting? Did I convince you to attend? Tunde will say no. I invited you through a questionnaire, right? I invited you through a flyer, right? I invited you through a video, right? I invited you through a text message, right? Tunde will say yes. You now say, okay, I just sent you a recommendation message or talk to you about our business presentation. So now here is where you tell them the method at which you use in inviting them. Now, you joined and you were excited about this business, right? Tunde, can you send a text message to someone else just the way I sent to you and you attended the meeting? Tunde, can you give a questionnaire to someone else just the way I gave to you? Tunde, can you give flyer to someone else just the way I gave to you? Tunde, can you send a video to someone just the way I sent to you that made you very interested in attending this conference? If Tunde say yes, you now say, okay, that's all you need to do. Then you can succeed in our business. Now, if you invite people through social media, tell them that you teach them how to do the same, how to invite prospects through social media. Okay, so when people tell you they can't convince people, these are some of the approaches you take for them. So some of them will tell you, I don't have any friend. So when they tell you they don't have any friend, use the FF rule method. What's the FF rule method? The FF rule method is where you tell them a lot of people not having friend is not an excuse. In the business world, people you don't know are even the people that make you wealthy. You through our mentorship, you'll be learning on how to make new friends, how to interact with people from different social media. So tell a story. Now, give a practical advice. We have a system that teaches you how to get people, how to connect to people on social media, how to create relationships on social media, people you don't even know. So if you choose the mastermind slot, they will teach you how to connect to people you don't know on social media and different platforms, both online and offline. Okay. So what if I don't get anyone to join me? Some people will tell you, what if I don't get anyone to join me? So this is how you take, this is what you say to them. Joy, do you really want to do this business? Or are you just saying, what if you don't get anyone to join as an excuse? Allow Joy to reply. Most times Joy will confirm, she wants to do this business soon. Then you yourself use the feel, felt, found method. I know how you feel, Joy. I felt the same way. But when I used the system, I was able to grow a team of people. Would you be willing to learn how we use our system to grow a team of people without you doing what, knowing anyone? Now, Joy will say yes. You now tell Joy, truth be told, doing it all on your own, you will not succeed. You may not be able to get many people. But if you link up with our professionals, join our Millionaire Academy, work with our mastermind, chances is that you will get started on a high. Joy, then you can now ask Joy, what do you do currently? Joy will tell you, okay, I'm a salesperson with a pharmacy. You can now tell Joy, imagine if your MD refused to start this pharmacy business due to fear of, what if I don't get customers? If all we keep saying this, if all of us keep saying, what if I don't, what if I don't? Now, will your MD succeed today, or will any of us succeed today? We are over 20,000 members in RDI, all from leaders who were introverts. If they can do it, so can you. So this is another way to do what? To speak to joy. Then always know that we have different means of what? Business exposure. Number one, you start with follow-up call before presentation, telling them, please ensure you attend and you are the VIP that the mastermind is hosting the presentation for. You also tell them that at the end, the selection will be done. Make sure you are selected. That's the first follow-up call before presentation. After presentation, you do another follow-up call. Now, in this presentation, I gave different trainings on different scripts you can use in follow-up calls and what to do. Now, make them, number two is what? Make them attend another presentation. That's for those that are yet to pay. Now, give them presentation videos. Yesterday, I gave us 3 presentation videos. Now, send greetings to them. Send them product samples. You can even choose to be educating them about our products once in a week. This is one of our free products. But some people, you don't know, some people may be suffering from different ailments. So once in a week, you can say every Tuesday, I will send 1 product and educate them about the product. You can copy and paste what I send on our WhatsApp group for products. Educate them. These are how to follow up. Do your follow-up calls. Invite them for another presentation. Send them presentation videos. We have 3 presentation videos. So you can send 1 today. In 3 days, you send another one. Send them a greeting message, checking up on them. You can do a one-on-one, meet them face-to-face. You can do a question and answer section with them where you can invite, if you are capable of answering the question, or you invite your upline or your leaders. Then you can also learn how to comment on their WhatsApp status, on their social media page. Comment if it's their birthday, wish them happy birthday. If it's anniversary, wish them happy anniversary. Comment, interact with every post they make. Now give them an official tour of the office. If you're in state where we have our office, now take them to your leader's office. Now share success stories and recent events with them. And not just that, always wish them well during their birthdays and matrimonial celebration. Now, what to do if they are adamant? If your prospects are adamant when you're following them up, then this is what all of us should start doing today. Collect name lists from them. Yes, once your prospects finish attending and you ask them, hope you enjoyed this presentation, was it awesome? And they say yes. The next thing you have to do is to tell them, give me 5 or 10 names of people you would like them to also what? Benefit from this awesome section. Get to collect contacts from them. Now, your ability to collect 5 or 10 contacts from your prospect that attended presentation will give you a way of making your pipeline full. It will give you a way of making your pipeline full. So always ensure that you collect what? Always make sure that you collect 5 or 10 contacts from those that attended presentation. This will put you in a position where you can have a lot of contacts to keep working on. So if someone attend presentation, they tell you, wow, it was awesome, I learned a lot. Tell them, okay, now the way I blessed you with this awesome information, can you give me 5 or 10 names of people that you know that this business orientation will affect them? Then let them give you 10 or 5 quality names from their words, from their list. Okay, so remember, we've started our 20 in 30 days challenge, an exclusive buffer with Alpha Lion Mentor at a 5-star Eco Hotel in VI. And also we'll be having a beach time. So all you need to do is to recruit 20 in 30 days. Now, because I know each and every one of us can. Remember, you'll be receiving a monthly cash prize of 20K, monthly cash prize of 30K, 50K, 100K, and 150K. So what's the importance of 20 in 30 days challenge? Number 1, it will help you to make money faster. Number 2, it will maximize your new accounts. Number 3, it will help you maximize the ED 3.0 plan. It will also create a massive momentum in your team, and it will also make you to advance in rank. So ladies and gentlemen, you can divide this challenge in 2 weeks. You can say week 1, this is what I'll do. Week 2, this is week 1. I want to connect 2 persons, meaning I'm going to work on 20 to 40 contacts. Week 2, I want to connect 4 persons. Week 3, these are the things I'll do. Week 4, these are the income generating activities I'll do. Ladies and gentlemen, let's be fierce, let's be dedicated in carrying out our income generating activity, making the phone call, using the script, getting people to watch our business presentation video, and also inviting people for business presentation. So this week, our business presentation will be on Thursday and Saturday. We're not having presentation on Tuesday. Our business presentation this week will be Thursday and Saturday. Okay, beautiful. So let's get this week an amazing and explosive week for each and every one of us. Okay, so that's the end of today's Millionaire School. So I'll be ending the recording here. Those of you watching the replay, give me a summary of what you learned and also give me a report on your income generating activity. Then ask me for your next line of action while I focus on those that are on Zoom today. Thank you.